Hey, I'm Neil. Welcome to Petrigy. This video was released to patrons on Patreon on November 27th. Today's There You Go is a video response to a post on Patreon by Pastor Joe Fox of Viking Preparedness titled You Can Do Better from November 11th. We are in an HOA. Anything I plant in the front yard or in the backyard, if it grows above the walls, has to be on the approved plant list. I do use cacti in the front yard for traffic flow control and security. I'm also exploring wild edibles that I can use in the front yard that are on the approved plant list. The biggest challenges we have for coming out of Her My People: first, job. My current job requires a lot of travel. When I'm not here during the week, that doesn't leave a lot of time on the weekends to do things. We are currently working to find local remote work so that we don't have to travel. Current constraints: space and the HOA. Space is the major constraint. It affects all of our decisions, from home defense ammo all the way to yields that we're going to get out of whatever gardening we're able to do. My current irrigation system is maxed out. Rainwater catchment with the roof is going to be an issue with the HOA. However, I am working on an arroyo project you can see in the background. So all the landscape plantings are recessed, and the arroyo will connect all those different planting areas and distribute pool backwash or rainwater. I'm also experimenting with different vegetables that I can incorporate into the landscaping in the backyard. The other water-related project after the arroyo is completed is to look at converting the pool pump over to solar. In the pool, I have 12,720 gallons of water that if I can keep it moving, I should be able to use that in a grid-down scenario. Chickens could be an option. I know they have them in some areas. I need to double check on the HOA. I think the biggest constraint is going to be space. Most of my square footage is currently dogs, pool, and garden. The primary focus of the garden is seed saving. I wanted to learn how to do seed saving, and then I'm also trying out different areas in the yard to see what grows where. The square footage I'm working with is obviously not going to be sustainable very long. I am converting the lawn over to xeriscape. The biggest challenge has been the grass keeps coming back, and I've got 2 seasons worth of grass out here in Arizona. I have 18 pots out here for veggies. All pots are on irrigation since I travel frequently for work. On the other side of the house, in the alley, I have what I affectionately refer to as the nursery. I've got 18 pots out here, and then I do a lot of my starting of stuff. Down here I've got a Jerusalem artichoke and some herbs. Got some mesquite trees started in pots. The plan is start in the small pots, move up to the medium-sized pots, and then into the large pots. The peppers, artichokes, and herbs out here in the garden came from my neighbor. She had some extras. I had some extra sweet potatoes earlier this year, so we are just kind of passing stuff back and forth across the fence. So down at the far end of the alley, we've got a failed pumpkin experiment. I've got some peppers, and then we've got a lot of good chunk of sweet potatoes. Failed corn experiment. The cabbage got planted too late. At one point when it was like 115 degrees, it just dried up. It was actually just crispy, and it just keeps fighting back. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it or not. More sweet potatoes. More sweet potatoes. Composting in the desert's been a real challenge. The first couple of years I tried it, I had it on the drip irrigation system, and I just couldn't get it cooking. I've got these strange roots out here in the yard. Don't know where they come from, but at one point the compost heap was a 4x4x4 solid block of these little tiny roots. Currently the neighbor's working on composting. I'm going to be interested to see how it works out, given how it didn't work out so well for me. With regards to security, I've got the entire perimeter covered by motion sensors and motion activated lights. Anybody crosses into the perimeter, I get a notification on my phone. The dog has even learned the notification and barks whenever it goes off, whether it's for someone crossing into the perimeter or anything else. It's a notification on the phone. So that's a bit about us and how we're currently doing the best we can with what we got, where we're at, until we can come out of Her My People. Well, there you go, and thank you for watching.